Hello friends, welcome to my channel Jobonimus, and in today's video I am going to discuss with you about the HR interview round for the position of customer support or virtual customer support for Amazon. I had already uploaded a video on it as to how you can apply for this role, and in this role I am going to discuss about some of the most common HR interview questions that can be asked for this particular position. And in case you have landed new to my channel, consider subscribing it because I make videos on job opportunities and interview preparation. So let's start off today's video with the first thing about the interview rounds that are there. So these are the interview rounds: English grammar, virtual written test, cultural assessment, virtual job tryout, and then the HR or the manager interview. So we are going to discuss about the round 5 today. Virtual job tryout I have already discussed. So you can have a look at that video. I have given the link in the description box. Once you clear that, you will get a call from HR or manager, and then they can ask you some of the questions that I will discuss. So the first interview question that I'm going to discuss today is, what do you know about customer service? So this could be an interview question that can be asked because you are applying for this role. So a simple answer could be, customer service is the support you offer your customers, both before and after they buy and use your products or services. So it is both before and after that helps them have an easy and enjoyable experience with you. Offering amazing customer service is important if you want to retain customers and grow your business. So this could be a sample answer for this question. Now moving on to the next question that can be asked is, what is the difference between a good customer service and a great customer service? So earlier companies used to ask the question difference between bad customer service and good customer services, but nowadays they are asking about good and great customer services because almost every company is providing good customer service, but only few are able to give great customer service. So what is the main difference between them? So conceptually, the main difference between providing a good customer service and delivering great customer service is that in the former, you are probably only barely keeping your customers satisfied, while in the latter, you are not only keeping them satisfied, you are also keeping them loyal. So this is the main difference, that the customers are loyal and return to you. So I have highlighted a few points about these two types of service: good customer service and great customer service, and what distinguishes them. So in both these services, you give respect for time to the customer. You do not put the customer on hold. This is what it means. You talk to him in a friendly behavior. You give him good quality of service. You pay personal attention to him. But what separates great customer service is that in that you also show empathy. Means you respond to the customer's emotional response. You understand the feelings of customer and you go the extra mile, doing extra that customer may not even expect. As an example, if a customer calls you and he is not happy with a service as it has been delayed or something like that, then what you can do is you can first of all solve that problem, and secondly give discount on future purchase, something like that, so that the customer does not expect that and he will remember that always and become loyal to you. So that is what is great customer service. Moving on to the next question that can be, what would you do when you are in a situation where you cannot help a customer? So suppose if someone calls you and you feel you cannot help the customer because customer is making an unjustifiable demand, or you don't have that product or service for the customer. So what is the way to correctly respond? Can you say directly no to the customer? No, that is not at all preferred because then you will lose the customer. So what is the right way to politely say no to the customer? That is what we will look into the question. So I will give you certain tips of, it is basically a framework that you should apply while you are not able to help a customer. So first of all, doubly clarify things before you say no. Be sure that what the customer is asking, you have completely understood it and you cannot deliver that product or provide that service. And then begin with empathy. As I said, empathy is very important. So a statement could be, I would feel the same in your situation. Let's see what we can do to sort this out. So you have clearly now connected with the emotional response of the customer. Now moving on, the your next step should be, you then explain to him things carefully. So a sample statement can be, let me explain you why we cannot provide this feature at present. Then you should make efforts to provide alternatives. So alternative means a product or a service that is similar to what the customer is asking but not exactly what the customer is asking. So you need to think about the alternatives and then give a hope to the customer that you will look into it and discuss with higher management if in future you can provide this product or service. And then do discuss it with your higher management. Don't give false hope. And then whatever the decision is of higher management, you follow up with the customer and explain to him why your management has taken that decision. So this is the right way to say no to a customer. This is what you should follow the framework. So now next question could be, what would you do when you encounter an angry customer on a call? So if somebody calls you and they are extremely angry, how should you respond? So here the tip is that company wants to check if you are a calm, rational minded and helpful person. So many a times you will face this situation. So a simple answer could be, when an encounter when I encounter an unhappy or an angry customer, I start by approaching the situation with a calm and helpful demeanor. I don't want to make them any more upset. Then I will try to discern what has caused them to be unhappy, getting all the details necessary. Once I have figured out what is wrong, I will think about how to solve the problem and clearly communicate to the customer what steps I will take to address their concern adequately. So now you have clearly shown that you will remain calm, you will try to know what has caused them to be unhappy, and then clearly communicate to them what steps you will take. So this will calm the customer down. So this is the right approach to handling an unhappy or an angry customer. Now moving on to the next interview question. Company can ask you, what are your goals and aspirations? So company basically asks this question because they want to check whether you will stay in this company for only a short period of time or a long period of time. So goals are basically your short term goals and aspirations are long term goals. So a simple answer for this could be, for goals generally include that you will try to improve your skills. So you can say your goals as, I want to improve and hone my skills related to the role, like communication skills and interpersonal skills that may be required for this role. Then learn new skills from my experience, like working in teams and team management skills. Improve my knowledge about the working of company and also about this e-commerce industry. So these can be your short-term goals. And regarding your aspirations, there you can say that you want to lead the customer service team in future so that you can demonstrate your leadership skills. Also, you would like to have new experiences like supporting sellers of Amazon along with customers. So because that is also a related role, you would like to do a bit of multitasking in a different role also. So you can say these things in your aspirations. Now, our next question is 14 leadership principles of Amazon. See, sometimes company can directly ask you this question, but otherwise also you should be aware about these 14 leadership principles of Amazon because they will help you in answering the questions in the right way. So, have a look at all these 14 leadership principles and keep them in mind, as these are very important for Amazon in selecting a candidate. So if you demonstrate some of these leadership principles, then Amazon will think of you as a good candidate to get selected. So I have written these 14 principles for you. You can go to their site. I have given the link in the description box and read about all these 14 leadership principles in detail. However, I have just given you a brief about these principles. Next question could be briefly explain about your previous experience. So here the tip would be highlight your experience related to this role, even if you were in a different role. So if you were in a different role, think about the things that you did which require skills related to this role. And if you have demonstrated some leadership skills in the past, do highlight them in this question as Amazon puts a lot of emphasis on it. Another one could be 10 categories of Amazon products. So since you are applying for the customer service role, you should be aware about the categories of Amazon products. As far as I know, there are around 32 categories, but you should be aware about the 5-10 categories of Amazon products. So this question has been asked sometimes. So it can be electronics, books, homes and kitchen, beauty and personal care products, pet supplies, jewelry, luggage, office supplies, toys and games, baby products. So these are some of the categories of Amazon products. So last question could be why should we hire you for this role? So friends, I have already made a video on how to answer this question as this is a very important question. You can have a look at that video. I have given the link in the description box. There I have also given a draft reply for this question for particularly customer service role. So for this role you will get a draft reply for that. So you can watch that video. And then some of the questions that can be asked that I am not covering in this video because I have already covered it in the seller support video. So some of the questions for seller support and customer support can be similar. So these are some of those questions. Tell me about yourself. Why this role? What is your weakness? When you encounter a problem, how do you solve it? Why do you want to leave your previous company? So these are some of the questions that I have already discussed in seller support video, which I am giving the link in the description box. So friends, this was about this particular video and about the interview questions for this role. I hope this would be helpful for you. And if that is the case, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.